This is the magnificent Biltmore estate in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina, and I cannot tell you how long I have waited to take a tour of this beautiful home. It was finished back in 1895, and even though it is well over 100 years old, it still remains today the largest privately owned residence in the United States. So take that, new money! Oh, my guests have arrived. I must greet them. Excuse me. Hello! Just imagine the colossal undertaking it took to build something like this in the late 1800s. They finished it in 6 years, which I find surprisingly efficient, but they did it with a small army of craftsmen, and the home itself had its own brick-making facility, its own woodworking shop, and there was even a 3-mile spur of a railroad that came right up to its front door to deliver supplies. And you think you're all cool with your pizza oven. Shall we go in and take a look? Come on, let's go. The home was built by a Vanderbilt, George Vanderbilt. When you've got a name like that, you've got to build a house like this. It's 175,000 square feet. That is 4 acres of floor space. It has 34 bedrooms, 43 bathrooms. He had a lovely wife, and this is my favorite fact, they only had 1 child. So I really want to see what her room looks like. But we are now in the banquet hall, and it's just, cozy seating for 65 of your closest friends. And as you gaze at this room, just remember that every single thing you are seeing is original to this estate. It's over 100 years old. Of course, except these fans. They're like 2 years old.
We've all dreamed of having a personal library in our home. Well, here's one to emulate. Okay, now this would be George's bedroom. Nothing says man of the house than a lot of thick mahogany furniture. Now personally, I'll take his wife Edith's bedroom next door. And then there are some 35 other bedrooms for guests lucky enough to hobnob with and be invited to a home owned by a Vanderbilt. Not too shabby. For you Downton Abbey fans, there's the world of the servants to be fascinated by. And this was once the indoor swimming pool. That or a really dangerous ice skating rink.
So one of the main reasons why I have always wanted to do a tour here of the Biltmore estate is not just because of the magnificent home, but because of its grounds, which were designed back in 1895 by none other than Frederick Law Olmsted. Now, he designed Central Park in New York City, as well as Prospect Park in Brooklyn, which I live right next to. So I love the man, I love his work, and I never pass up a chance to see his vision. But Olmsted didn't just design beautiful gardens and pretty walkways. Biltmore Estate went as far as the eye could see, 125,000 acres. And Vanderbilt himself was an extreme conservationist, and a lot of this land was actually over-farmed and stripped. And so George Vanderbilt and Olmsted started to reforest this land. They were stewards of the land, they brought it back. And this, over 100 years ago, is just unthinkable at the time. No one was doing this. And that makes Biltmore Estate one of the first forestry management programs in our country. All worked out very well. They were so successful in their efforts that a lot of the land that you see that was part of Biltmore Estate is now a part of Pisgah National Park. So the Biltmore legacy continues. There's so much to do at the Biltmore Estate. Why not make a few days of it? You can stay at the beautiful inn where you get that Vanderbilt treatment that we all deserve. And once you're here, you have access to the glorious grounds. And let me tell you, there are gorgeous hiking trails, and you can go biking, horseback riding, kayaking. There's a gorgeous spa. Look at this. Down here is vineyards. There's a winery here. Just so much to do here at the Biltmore Estate. So make a few days of it while you're here in Asheville, North Carolina. Now, where's my manservant?